Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Russia, welcome. How you doing?
All good, Jane. Thank you.
All good, all good. It's working, Victor?
Yeah.
Is it working?
You want to start? Yeah,
Then
everything's
I'm
working.
saying it's working. Okay, let's start.
Yeah.
Guys will come on as we go along. Guys, welcome everybody. Welcome to the social breakfast. So I think today is the second last one, Victor.
Sorry, did we? Yeah, this is the second last one. Today, we're gonna do module 9, and next week is going to be our last one. Then we're gonna take a short break, and next week, Sunil will tell them about the surprise. We're tight-lipped. We're not saying anything yet. And we're only making the announcement here online. So those that want to know about the surprise, they have to be online. We ain't gonna talk about it on the WhatsApp chat. So if you want to know what's happening, you gotta come and be at the meeting. Boom.
That's some stuff.
Great. Well, if everybody's ready to rock and roll, we can rock and roll. No?
Yeah, I see some guys are still logging in. It's still, let's give it about 2 minutes. Welcome everyone. Yeah. Welcome.
Morning, everyone.
Tracy, how's it?
Good, and you?
Good. How's things there at the coast?
Good. We've actually got a beautiful May day here. I love May. It's sunny and cool. It's lovely.
It's your birthday. Is it your birthday month?
No.
Yeah, it's my son's birthday next week.
I feel like it's my birthday month because I really love May.
Yeah, May is a good month. Rudolph?
Sunil, how's it? How you doing? Hi, guys. Well. All good, thanks.
So why don't we just let all our buddies know on...
You broke up there, Victor?
I'm saying, why don't we, before we start, just grab our phones and let all our buddies know that we're online. And send them the link so they can join our session today.
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy and paste that into the group.
Okay, so I'm gonna post that on my Facebook wall. We are live. Join now, and I'm gonna put the link, or put the registration link there, right?
Yeah. They register online. It's risky because remember last time we did that. Were you there when we did that in the Island Boys hacked us? Were you on there?
Huh?
Were you on there when the Island Boys hacked us? The Island Boys.
Yeah.
So we put I put that on LinkedIn. I put the live chat. I put the live link on LinkedIn, and 2 guys came on.
Okay.
The 2 guys came on. They signed in from California, and they were. It's lucky. I had restrictions on Zoom, so they couldn't take over the screen. They couldn't do anything, but they were trying to hijack the meeting.
Okay.
With the camera, they were doing funny stuff. They were making funny faces. Showing funny things and stuff, but they couldn't get access to the meeting. But apparently what somebody
Wow.
said is that somebody who was on a Mac, through Zoom, people are able to hack into a Mac using the Zoom app. So one lady was complaining that she got hacked. She was actually hacked. So now you gotta make sure that you got the right guys in. I think Anthony was on that call. Anthony was there, and Anthony was trying to tell me that these guys are doing some funny stuff, but I was busy on the call, so I didn't even see the message.
Yeah.
You learn.
Yeah, no. People do some really horrible things. Wasn't there also a meeting in Parliament that was hacked like that, and then somebody hacked the meeting and shared their screen and started playing pornography in the meeting? That's
yeah, I remember that story. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, you gotta have if you're using Zoom, you gotta have all these protocols in place. Welcome everyone. I think let's start. Victor, I think let's start. So today I'm going to be doing hashtags. Hashtags are still powerful. Guys, welcome everyone to the Social Breakfast. Today's our second last one. Next week is our last Social Breakfast. Then we'll take 1 week break and then we'll come back. So we're not closing down or anything. We're just going to take 1 week break, refresh and recoup and come back. But we've got some good news for you to share for those guys who are on the call, live call next week. So it sounds good, guys. Thanks for all of you guys attending. And let's start. It's already 7 minutes past. There's something wrong with my computer because I'm not sharing sound. I just want to see if I can if it'll share the sound now.
I can see your screen.
Yeah, it's not sharing sound. It doesn't want to share sound, but anyway, it's fine. The sound part I will skip.
Okay.
Guys, welcome to the Social Breakfast. The Social Breakfast is a weekly meeting we have. So tomorrow, next week we'll be we're doing it for 10 weeks straight. So well done for those who have been attending. Well done for those who have attended every week. So the agenda for today is an intro about us, social media stats. The topic is hashtags. Then Victor will speak. I'm going to give some content ideas, and then we can network and connect. You can also use the group to network and connect. Post your company on the group and all that information on the group. We're here to do business, guys. We're here to do business, grow business, and it's all about networking. I love what Mark started off. He came on and he said, let's network and market. It's all about networking. So the Social Breakfast is something we launched in 2019, March 2019, we launched this. It's grown. And over the years, we've done a lot of platforms and a lot of training we've done on it. This is the very first one we did, the actual brekkie, where we had a buffet breakfast, and that's Fatima, our mascot, and she brought a lot of people to attend. Those are her friends. Victor has got his mindset to success. Today is the 9th step, and next week is the 10th step. He'll tell you all about himself. He's a fabulous person. He is a seasoned marketer and a business professional. He can grow your business, talk to you. A little bit about me. So, I've been in the game for over 25 years now. So love what I do, love digital marketing. I started off building websites, and I started in the game. I was actually studying electronic engineering, and that's how I branched off into the online space. Some of the clients I've been privileged to work with. Now, this is from 2017, so I need to update this list. I'm sure all of us here want clients. Some of the workshops we do, I'm just going to skip all this because it's every week I do that. Social media is reciprocal, so you got to like, share, comment, and you got to give first before you ask. Social media is about giving first, giving value before asking. There's a very good book out there. It's called Give Jab, 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 Hook. It's by Gary Vee. If you can get that book, it'll teach you the mindset of social media. So what's the most valuable currency? My sound is not working, so I'm just going to skip the video. I'm just going to play 1 second of the video. So my sound is not working. The question was, what's the most valuable currency? The most valuable currency is attention. And I'm sure most of you are stuck on your cell phones. You spend about 5 to 6 hours a day on your cell phone. Like with me, I spend a lot of time on the cell phone. And I tried a trick yesterday. So yesterday I was in Gateway yesterday, and I put my phone in my pocket, and I see how long can I go without touching my phone, right? And unintentionally, within a few seconds, I went and grabbed my phone to see what's happening, because we are addicted to it. So if you want to catch your prospect and your customer, the best place to catch them is on their phone. Some stats for social media is that the population is 8.2 billion and social media is 63% of the population. So you got to be on social media. These are the reasons people use social media: keeping in touch with family and friends. If you are selling your business online, you got to be social. You got to make sure your business is social. I love this meme. When your video interrupts, when your advertising interrupts my video, it just makes me hate your product. So think of clever ways to market your product on social media. If it's a business if it's like a tax or a service business, add some social effect to it. The most used platform as we speak is TikTok. We are in the video era, and you also need to use Instagram as well. So I love this quote: no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. So this is what happened to me last week. So I did exactly that last week. Last week, I was invited for a networking or a seminar last week on Thursday. And I said, I woke up late. I was supposed to leave home at 7 a.m., woke up late. And I said, you know what? Let me not go, because, I woke up late and it was cold. I was in Joburg last week and it was freezing. So I said, no, let me just sleep in. But anyway, I said, let me just go anyway. So this is the workshop. There were quite a few people there. As you can see, it was packed out. A lot of people were there. So me, I ended up, the host ended up calling me on stage to introduce my business. He gave me 1 minute to pitch. And because he did that, I didn't have to go and network. People came up to me to ask me for my details. Now, if I didn't do that, if I didn't go, I would have missed that opportunity. So lucky I woke up, had a shower, went, and if I didn't go, imagine I would have missed the opportunity. Then the second bonus was I won a prize, a mini MBA. So they gave 3 prizes, and if you weren't present, your prize is going to go to somebody else. So thank you to Charles, because the first person's name they called was Charles. Charles was not present. Then they called another lady's name, and she was not present. And then the third person they called was me, right? And I knew I was going to get the prize. I knew I was going to win something, but I don't know what it was. But what I'm saying is, if I didn't go, I wouldn't have won it. So that is why I'm saying to you, you got to show up, even on social media. You got to show up. You got to show up regularly. So social media is basically a virtual marketplace or a virtual networking. That's why it's called social networking. Now, this is a real life example of why you should be showing up. So today the topic we're going to be talking about is hashtags. A lot of people think that hashtags are dying. No, hashtags are still very powerful, especially on TikTok, especially on Instagram and on LinkedIn. If you're using LinkedIn, if you're not using LinkedIn, you should start using LinkedIn, because in the past few months, I've been getting an influx of inquiries on how to use LinkedIn, especially from a hashtag and a content point of view. What's good about LinkedIn is that LinkedIn allows you to position yourself as a thought leader, and you need to position yourself as a thought leader. So there's this acronym I coined. Okay, well, technically I didn't coin it, but it's called CAT. I just rearranged the letters to call CAT. What does CAT stand for? Credibility, authority, and trust. Why you post regularly especially on LinkedIn? To build your CAT. Do you have CAT? Credibility, authority, and trust. So if you want, have you ever been to a braai? Have you been to a braai? Listen, we've got a braai master here. Victor is a braai master. Victor and his brother-in-law, Ivan, are the braai masters of SA, right? But let me explain to you, right? Am I right, Victor?
Yeah.
Listen, on a Saturday, Victor has me drooling because he has these steaks. And Victor is, to be honest with you, one of the days I'm going to gate crash him. Seriously. So anyway, have you been to a braai? I'm talking about a coal. Have you been to a braai? You're around the braai. Somebody's trying to start the braai using old-fashioned coal, and they're fanning that to get that coal started off, get the fire started off, and all of a sudden somebody comes and they throw in some fuel in there, maybe some petrol or some fire lighters. What happens? Have you ever witnessed what happens when somebody throws in some petrol into that coal or fire lighters? What happens? There's like an explosion. So that's what hashtags do to your content. Your content is just there, but when you use the right hashtags, hashtags blow up your content. So think about hashtags as being a catalyst. It causes your content to go viral. I remember I posted a picture, I posted a video of a Ferrari. And all I did was I used the hashtag. All I did was I just used one hashtag, and it was called supercar something. The hashtag was supercar something, and I got over 20,000 views in that one day because I used the hashtag supercar something. I just go onto my Instagram and you'll check it out. So what is the hashtag? Why should I use a hashtag? How do I create a hashtag? Which platforms allow for hashtags? So hashtags are so huge now, you can even follow a hashtag. So if I follow hashtag Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day has got 6 million posts. If I follow the hashtag for Happy Father's Day, anybody who uses the hashtag Happy Father's Day, if Adele uses it or Mark uses Happy Father's Day, I will see the post as long as they don't have a private profile or I'm following them, I will see the post. So this is on Instagram. I can also do the same thing on Facebook. And hashtags are huge on TikTok as well as LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very powerful. They've got a very powerful way of using hashtags. So these are trending hashtags. Trending hashtags are hashtags that are used, are very popular. People use them. You've probably seen a lot of them like FOMO and food porn, photo of the day. Those ones you've seen, you see as often. It means that people are using it a lot. Trending hashtags, don't use it too much. It comes out a bit spammy. Use it sparingly. Then there's something called negative hashtags. Now, how do you know a hashtag is being banned? Is if you go and search for it. If you are typing out on Instagram and you're typing out the hashtag and the hashtag doesn't appear in as a suggestion, it means the hashtag is banned. So don't use those banned hashtags. If a hashtag is not banned, it will have a profile like this. Can you see that? So make sure you're not using banned hashtags or negative hashtags. Negative hashtags, you can also search in Google, what's a negative hashtag? So there's 4 main types of hashtags. There's a normal hashtag, which anybody can make. You get a branded hashtag, which is like Nike, Just Do It. That's a branded hashtag. Then you get a negative hashtag, what I'm talking about. And then you also get trending hashtags. So these are the 4 types of hashtags which you got to be using. You can have up to 30 hashtags on Instagram. I would say up to 5 hashtags on TikTok. I would say up to 3 hashtags on Facebook. And I would say you can go up. I've seen people going up to 10 hashtags on LinkedIn. So why should I use a hashtag? It makes you visible. People interested in your topic can find you. It's excellent for measurements. So you can actually measure your engagement of your post using hashtags. And you can also follow popular hashtags. So how do I make a hashtag? You just add a hash sign in front of the word. It's not the same as a tag. So if you see somebody using an @ sign, that just means that you are tagging a profile. So how do I create a hashtag? Let's say I want to convert this phrase, Nike cross trainers, into a hashtag. I just join the words together and I put a hashtag in front of it. This becomes Nike cross trainers, hashtag Nike cross trainers. Can you see now that It's all joined together. Now, this is a good example of a branded hashtag. Let's take the word just do it. Just put everything together and add a hash in front of it. Right. So that's basically how you create a hashtags. It's allowed on all platforms. I just told you about a branded hashtag. It's good. You should have a branded hashtag. So I Say Yes should have its own hashtag. I Say Yes or I Say Yes SA or I Say Yes Africa will have its own hashtag. I mentioned to you about the banned hashtag. You've got to use don't use the banned hashtag. So what happens if you use a banned hashtag? If you use a banned hashtag, so all the swear words, all the slang words, derogatory terms, those words are banned. But you got to go to the list because some of the words that's on the list is not banned. Like the word ebook is not banned. It's not a bad word, but it's banned. The word desk is banned. But the reason is those words are spammy or they've been overused. So make sure you're not using a negative hashtag. And how you would know is when you type in the hashtag in your post and the hashtag doesn't appear. But what you can do, let me give you an example of a very popular hashtag that's banned. Valentine's Day is banned. But what you can do is you can type a variation of Valentine's Day. So you can say Valentine's Day 2025. So if you are stumped for creating hashtags, these are 5 questions you can ask for every post. What is this post about? Example, an outfit. What concepts in this post is really true? Like maybe style, maybe business, maybe wardrobe. Who's this post for? Who are you targeting? Maybe entrepreneurs or boss ladies or whoever. You understand? So you got to decide who it's for. Who else might benefit from this post? So let me give you an example. Imagine you are a photographer. You are a wedding photographer. You can also include the other people who are involved in a wedding, like the caterer, the venue, the dressmaker, the baker. You understand? So you can include other people because they can also benefit from that. Because when you're doing a photography for a wedding, those people are also included. And who else? Who is most likely to engage with this post? So maybe brides or people who are getting married, or you understand. So these are 5 questions you can ask for every post for creating hashtags. And if you are still stumped for hashtags, you can go and you can use an app called Tagomatic. Even online, you can use it. It will give you variations of a hashtag. So let's say you're looking for variations of a hashtag called fashion. You want, maybe with your own normal brain, you can only think of 5 hashtags. This will give you variations of the hashtag. So that's the end of my hashtags story. Guys, if you guys want to book the webinar on the 31st on AI, Victor and I will be hosting this on the 31st at 10 a.m. on a Saturday. How AI can help you grow in 2025 and beyond. Just book. We'll drop the link in the group. Guys, that's it for my session. I'll come back to do the social media content, but now I hand over to Victor. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sunil. That was fantastic. That was really, really fantastic. I'd like to give you a round of applause. That was wonderful. There's a lot that I learned about hashtags. That was so informative. Thank you, man. That's,
thank you, buddy.
I'm going to use my hashtags a lot more smarter now.
Thank you, Baya.
So we are now on the second last module. I'm just finding my screen quickly. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Loud and clear.
Okay, and it's moving, right?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to the second part of our presentation this morning. For those of you who don't know me, I am Victor van der Spey. I'll be your executive consultant this morning, your success coach. And I'm from a company called I Say Yes. We specialize in positioning people for success and equipping them for the journey. We help them to pick the right mountain in life to climb and then to get there. So today we're going to be looking at the second last key, as we've been for the past 8 weeks. We've been picking up keys to equip our mindset to go on a journey to success. And the second last key is key number 9. And this is what also sets apart the 8% of the world's most successful population in our society, apart from the rest, is they've learned how to stay motivated. They've learned what it means to, in the face of adversity, not to lose their motivation. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Module 9. We're going to look at how to stay motivated, because it is so easy for us as entrepreneurs to lose our motivation. We wake up on a Monday, we have our hair gelled back, we have our shoes shined, we have our belts polished, we have our presentations spick and spanned, and the first curveball comes around the corner and messes up our hairdo, puts dust on our shoes, scratches your presentation, messes it up, rearranges the order, and by lunchtime you're thinking, man, on which side is up and which side is down? It's very quick, and I think all of us that are on the call can agree that it is very easy and very quick for us to lose our motivation. Now, so if I do lose my motivation, I am not going to get to this end goal called success. And so key number 9 is all about how do I stay motivated? Because if I can't build a mindset to keep my motivation in the face of adversity, it's going to be game over. No matter how strong my value proposition is, no matter how good my game plan is, no matter how good, or last week we looked at taking action, no matter how bold I am and how strong I am in taking my action, if I lose motivation, the card house comes tumbling down. So what can I do? What are some of the things I can do? Some practical tips to stay motivated. So if you're journaling, this is now the time to stretch your canvas, take out your pen, open your journals, because the next 5 steps are going to be brutally, potently powerful for you to stay motivated. Right, tip number 1, or step number 1, is remember your dream. Remember the very thing that made you start this journey. Remember why you are on this journey. The moment you feel discouraged or demotivated, or you feel your motivation is slipping, remember why you are on this hard journey. Give yourself a slap in the face and say, hey, wake up. Remember why I am here. I'm not like everyone else. I'm on this journey because I'm going somewhere. Yes, this journey is going to have twists and turns. It's going to have dips and highs. It's going to have difficulties. It's going to have obstacles. It's going to have all sorts of things, challenges. It's going to have potholes in the road, like our South African roads. It's going to have challenges. But remember why you are on this road. And a practical thing to do is to sit yourself down sometime this week in your journal, right? And to write down an essay of your future self to your present self. Wow. So sit yourself down, close your eyes, let yourself go, and imagine your future self. And in your future self, in the state of your future self, write your present self a letter of where you are, what you can see, what you are touching, what you're experiencing, how do you feel, what is around you, what you're experiencing, and then you write that down, and every day when you wake up, you read that back to yourself, because you're on a journey to success. You're on a road that is difficult, but if you read yourself every day where you're headed, then you will not lose your motivation. So remember your dream. That's step number 1. Step number 2, reinforce the benefits of your dream. Make a list of all the things that you stand to gain. Because everything, dear people, everything, brothers, sisters, friends, colleagues, everything comes at a price. If I want to lose weight, and I myself am on a journey of losing a few kilos, a few pounds, because I've been so busy working a lot of projects that I've not been paying attention to what is going down this hatch. So the price to pay for losing a little bit of weight, right, is I have to say no to the chocolates. When that tiramisu cake comes past, I have to say, I'm sorry, not today, sir. I have to say no to going to the second portion. I have to pay a price of that which I used to. I changed my behavior and I pay a price for that which I want. And the benefit is I know that my body is shedding weight, it is losing kilos. It is the benefit, so I'm prepared to pay the price. So when you reinforce the benefits, you make a list of all the benefits that you are gaining from the price that you're paying. Because listen, this road is not going to be easy. It is not easy. You're all on this road. You know what the price is to pay for being on this road. So make a list of all the things that you're going to gain for being on this road, right? All the benefits, your personal benefits of being on this road. And also read that back to yourself each and every day. Number 3, and this is my favorite one, excuse me, see each obstacle in your road as a detour. So one of my most fond stories that I hold on to from my late father is that they once went to the Kruger National Park, and they were driving down a road similar to this one. And this is a scenario that you will encounter when living in Africa. Some of you maybe have encountered a similar scenario. And happily driving around down this road, looking for buffalo or some antelope or just hyena or something, not expecting a life-size animal like Mr. Elephant, deciding it's going to cross your path and block you from going further. Now, what they had to do at that point is they realized this elephant could do one of two things. It could stop, which this elephant did, or it could happily keep on walking. If it stops, they had to be ready to do two things. It had to very quickly reverse, which in most cases, if you watch YouTube footage, does not end happily, because Mr. Elephant then says, hey, what's that? I'm gonna go and have a look and maybe sit on the bonnet. Or maybe I want to lift it up and see what's underneath it. Not a good idea. So if you're stopped by Mr. Elephant like this in the Kruger National Park, you're already starting to look to the left or the right. You're looking for a detour, because let me tell you, this guy, he's not maybe in a bad mood. He's maybe just curious, but his curiosity can really damage you and leave you in a very, very bad shape, which is exactly what my father did. He said, hey, I'm not waiting for this guy to say, I wonder what this bonnet is made of. I wonder what's going to happen if I sit on it. Or I wonder what's going to happen if I lift up this car and look what's underneath it. Maybe there's some grass underneath there. He wasn't going to wait for that. So fortunately, they were in a 4x4 vehicle, and he turned his steering wheel to the right, and he went into the bushes. Can you see this picture? There's bushes to the left and the right. There's no pathway there. Write this down. Sometimes your detour will lead you where there is no pathway. I'm saying this on purpose. The story is not made up. This is actually what happened to my father and my mother. They were panicking. They were stressed. Write this down too. This will cause panic and stress. But listen to how the story plays out. They then literally bunderbashed over the grass and dodging tree stumps, going through ditches and holes and molehills, and in their attempt to just avoid this elephant from just becoming curious. And at the end of this all, they discovered a secret watering hole. A rough detour that they thought was going to possibly wreck their car or mean take them to who knows where, got them to discover, write this down, got them to discover something they never in their wildest dreams thought they could discover. So an obstacle is most of the time your biggest blessing in disguise. Now, sorry, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on point 3 because I'd like to paraphrase this with the life of Steve Jobs, one of my favorite entrepreneurs. And I'm going to debunk a myth, and that is that all of us always thought it was the Microsoft guy, Bill Gates, who came up with all the fancy stuff for Microsoft just because we use Microsoft Word. And when we use Microsoft Word, we see, there are font types here. I can use Arial or sans serif, or I can use Gothic. I can use all these different font types. Well, do you know the story behind all of these things? When this guy was a student, the founder of Apple, he got bored. He kicked himself out of varsity in the first year, and he said, "I'm tired of this. I don't need to do this." And he took a detour. He attended all sorts of other classes, including I forget the calligraphy, including calligraphy. In these classes, he learned all the different fonts. He learned how to draw Arial, how to draw sans serif, how to draw Gothic. Yeah. And he said, this is fantastic. So when he got back to making Apple, he introduced all these font styles in his word processing program. See where a detour took him to. Later in life, another detour when he's bored, his own board kicked him out of his own company. He said, "Oh no, what now? Now I'm on the street. I got kicked out of my own house." And he said, "Well, I'm bored. I'm going to start something else." While they sort out their politics, I'm going to start something else. And guess what he started? Pixar. If he didn't take another detour, we would not have had animated studio today. There would be no animation. Can you see what an obstacle and a detour can bring to your life? So do not be discouraged just because there is a detour. Point number 3. Point number 4. Affirm the possibilities. Becoming discouraged means that you're looking at how impossible it is. So look at the coin from the other side. Say, well, look, this is the English Channel. It looks pretty impossible to cross. But hey, let me jump on Google or Pilot. Is it called Pilot? Copilot, sorry, Copilot. And let me see who else was able to cross the English Channel. Oh, here's a whole long list of people that swam across the English Channel without any help. Oh, so that means I can do it. So, okay, you can affirm the possibility of something by looking and studying the lives of other people like Steve Jobs or other successful entrepreneurs who have done in the face of adversity what you feel at that moment is impossible. Affirm the possibility. It is, and make yourself believe it is possible, because if someone else could have done it, so can you. And lastly, don't forget to have some fun. Avoid your burnout. Make time to relax. Make time to spend time. And I know I'm guilty I'm guilty of this particular one. I'm definitely going to work on this one, because burnout is not good. Burnout is very bad for your body. Excuse me. And you need to make time to learn to relax. You need to make time to take time out so that you avoid to burn out. We'd love to get to know you better. We'd love to sit with you on a one-on-one. And here's our open invitation to each one of you to come and sit with us sometime this week to get to know a bit more about us and to get to know a bit more about how we can help you and your circle of friends, your network, to go on a journey to success, to become equipped, to become successful. There's all our contact details. We look forward to hearing from you soon. You can call us on that number or reach out to us via email or simply look us up online. Thank you, Sunil. That's all from me. Remember that life is a journey. We have to optimize it. Thank you. I hope this was I hope that somebody learned something. I learned something. I learned I must take some time out.
Well done, Victor. Thank you.
Well done, Victor. Powerful stuff. Thanks for that lessons. That's always inspiring. Your talk is always inspiring. Thanks for that lesson about the elephant. Yeah, that's very good. Where I stay, the only things we see that come on the road is cows. Cows. So cows, lots of cows. Welcome, guys. I just saw a post now on LinkedIn. So while I was on LinkedIn, I saw there was a post that came up. Hashtags are dead. Hashtags are dead, but they're speaking about Instagram. Instagram, apparently, even the founder of Instagram said that hashtags are not as powerful anymore. But that's Instagram alone. That's just Instagram. What they're saying is you must just use, in your captions, speak as if you're speaking to a human. That's basically what they're saying. Okay, let's continue. Thank you for that, Victor. Powerful stuff. Thanks for reminding me about Steve Jobs, about his calligraphy. And yeah, you were right. So guys, let's do some content ideas. I'm going to go quickly, and then we can do the networking. So if it's your birthday this week, happy birthday. We wish you a happy birthday to your loved ones. If it's your birthday this week, anytime, happy birthday. Also wishing your pets, your grandparents, happy birthday. And if they're not on the call, invite them to be on the call so we can wish them happy birthday directly. It's May. What happens this month? Mother's Day. So how was your Mother's Day? Mother's Day was good. A lot of people ask me how was Mother's Day and stuff. How was your Mother's Day? Did you spoil your mother? So what you can do is, now that Mother's Day is over, you can ask for UGC. UGC stands for User Generated Content. You can ask people or your clients and your followers, what did you do for Mother's Day? How did you spoil your mom? And people love talking. Trust me, the reason it's called social media is because people love talking. So if you're looking for content ideas, the teacherscorner.net has got some good content. Every month they've got a calendar with events that you can copy, and even the ones that you see that are blue, if you click on them, it will give you more information about that event or that special day, and you can copy that content and paste that into your caption. Like National Teachers Day, that's a good one. History.com has got some good stuff, but keep it positive. We don't want to talk about wars. We don't want to talk about anything negative. Just keep it positive. We don't talk about serial killers and things like that. Just keep it positive, and because social media is all about motivation. Wikipedia, the main page of Wikipedia has some good content. Did you know? And on this day, now people are suckers for general knowledge. So when you create general knowledge and did you know, people will want to share it. It becomes viral. This is a prime example of general knowledge and did you know? And this is from a site called Weird Facts. And this is the power of general knowledge. Like, did you know? Did you know that you can't sneeze and touch your elbow? Something like that. Even though you know it, a lot of people still don't know that. So create some general knowledge for your page, but try and keep it related to your content. If you're lazy and you don't have time to create this, go to brainyquote.com, and every day they've got quotes that you can just reshare. If you want ideas, you can go to Canva and you can go to Pinterest and get some ideas. Borrow these ideas, but don't copy. So you can recreate this using Canva very easily. If you want to learn how to use Canva, you go through our past lessons and you'll see that we've done a session on Canva, how you can go and find your content, open your Canva, create it, download it, and upload, and schedule it using Facebook. So what's UGC? I mentioned UGC earlier. UGC stands for user-generated content. Is when you ask your customers, followers, fans to submit themselves using your content. Like this couple got married, or sorry, they got engaged. They tagged the jeweler, and the jeweler got some free airplay. This is a Starbucks UGC. This is a Vans Tackies UGC. This girl, Lena, posted a picture of her using her Vans Tackies, and Vans Tackies came on and said, what a lovely shot, can we share it? Some tips I can give you is use humor. Funny memes work well on social media. Stay away from controversial topics like religion, politics, racism, abortion, causes, and rights. Remain neutral. Just be neutral on social media. I lost one follower 2 weeks ago because I posted something that was offensive. She found it offensive. And so just make sure the stuff that you're posting is neutral. Use the daily hashtags. As I mentioned, hashtags still work on certain platforms. Certain platforms are dying, like Instagram, what I just read now, but on TikTok it's still huge, and on LinkedIn it's still quite huge. So that's all for me, guys. We're going to open up the open networking time. You guys can network, introduce yourself. You've got 1 minute. Victor, you're going to control the time. It's 60 seconds.
Okay, I'll run the buzzer. If the buzzer goes off, then that's time out.
Who wants to go first? Tracy? Who wants to go? Mark?
Hi, I'm here. Sorry about that. I'm Tracy. I'm from African Essence Spa. I have a spa on the north coast up in Pangeni, and we offer a variety of lovely holistic treatments. We're known for our massages, so if you know of anyone in our area, we would love to spoil them. And we also offer hampers, which I'm wanting to start being able to post those. And there's the buzzer. Thanks, Victor. Tracy, African Essence Spa.
Was that 60 seconds? Who wants to go next?
Okay.
Victor?
Was it?
You're gonna go, Mark?
Yeah, I'm always ready. Always ready. I love communications. I love telecommunications and setting up businesses so that they can communicate with their clients. And one of our leading products right now is a dedicated landline with a geographical area on your cell phone. So if you are a small business or a small contractor or someone with a Tracy, a spa, if you need your clients to contact you on your landline, but you don't want to go through the Telkom route of and hassle of signing a 36-month contract, I'll give you access to a dedicated landline based in your area that you can respond to, communicate with, and I'll give you access to a voice package, which allows you to have unlimited Telkom to Telkom calls. So you can call your suppliers, you can call your clients, and we'll add in. Cool. So connect with me on the WhatsApp group.
Delia.
Good morning, guys. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you, Victor. As always, excellent presentation. I'm Delia. I live in Queensborough, Durban, but I network, you can practically say, anywhere. I create many fishing rods via many opportunities. I recruit for Honey Fashion Accessories, Justine Skincare, LifeWave, the stem cell patches, that is a natural therapy for any illness related that revives your own body stem cells, not somebody else's stem cells. Also in the crypto space, I study Forex trading, so I also do opportunities on the crypto. I do a vision board course, and I've started with a project with All Shall Prosper project, with the urban farming projects for our communities and going into our government schools. Thank you.
Thank you, Delia. Who else? Denise. Hey, Denise, my friend. Denise. You muted.
I'm alive and well, Sunil. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good to see you. Good to see you.
Delia, you do so much. I don't know how to compete with you. I thought I was busy. So I run an organization called I Am Able. It's a not-for-profit organization. I'm disabled. I'm a stroke survivor, and I look at assisting people with disabilities. The main purpose of doing what I do is to highlight the positivity of disabled people. Normally, if you speak of disabled people, the tone is one of feeling sorry for them, pity. They poor. I don't know, not in a positive space. But I'm here to say to the world, we're alive, we're well, we're thriving, and we're doing what makes us happy. Another thing that I do, I'm involved with in my area in Newlands East, we've just started an athletics club, and it's a mixed abilities athletics club. And the purpose for that is getting people with disabilities involved in sport. I believe we've got a great chance. We've got, there's a lot of support to develop athletes with disabilities. And we're looking at Vision 2032 to raise someone to get to the Olympics from our area. Am I over 1 minute or can I still go on?
You're over the minute, but Sunil can tell us what.
Thanks,
Okay.
thanks, Denise. Who wants to go next? Thank you, Denise. Good to see you. Who wants to go next? Rudolph? You shy today?
Absolutely, absolutely. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, thank you for this platform as well. Since I've joined for the past 3 weeks, it's been absolutely brilliant. Well, my business is called the Legal Secretary, Pty Limited. We basically focus on training support staff, legal secretaries, your PAs, your front desk, and even leaders as well on the basic practical ways of running a business, drafting your emails the right way, letter writing the right way, formatting your documents, drafting properly. There's so many avenues. Yeah, and it's really gathering pace right now, by God's grace. So yeah, if anybody needs to draft out or want to learn how to draft the letters, content, etc., please contact us on the Legal Secretary as well. Yeah, we're here to help and to grow. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Rudolph. We've got Anthony, Varsha, and Adele. Who wants to go? Anthony, you there?
Hi, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sunil. Yes, I want to pass this opportunity back. My name is Anthony Chetty. I'm CEO of a company called SA Biz Online. We like to call it a business directory listing company that's on steroids. So if you're looking at marketing your company or just advertising your company to the general public in South Africa and also abroad, we're your company to go to. So it's a business directory listing company where we offer you a full web page. So it's not just your name and your contact details. Here you have actually a full web page that you can, properly advertise your company and give all your contact details, everything about your company, have it listed on our website. So last week I spoke about the digital business tools that we offer. And I've noticed that a few guys have signed up with us and for the free listing. And I invite the rest of the team as well. We offer a free listing. So, I mean, there's no strings attached. You can just log on to www.sabizonline.co.za. Hi, sorry?
Your minute is gone. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Anthony. Varsha, you there?
Yes, okay. Hi, I'm Varsha Mestri. I'm the co-owner of Red Tile in Belito. We're a flooring company. We've recently opened up a manufacturing part as well. We do custom tiling, copings, pool copings, stair nosing. Anything in the flooring field, we've got you covered. So for all your flooring needs, remember, think red. Thank you.
Thank you, Varsha.
Oh, that was
Adele?
fast.
Adele, Prime Master.
Good morning. How are you? Okay,
good.
my name is Adele. I see Cordelia also has her hand raised. She's been waiting. Can we give an opportunity for Cordelia to talk?
No, she spoke already.
Okay. Okay, well, I just would like to use this opportunity. Thank you, Victor and Sunil, for this wonderful presentation. We are learning a lot from you guys. So thank you for your success nuggets, social media nuggets. We really appreciate you guys. And just to let you know, please, guys, put all your information on the WhatsApp group so that we can collaborate and connect with one another. Thank you. It's all from me.
Thank you, Adele. Thank you, guys. So I'll catch you guys next week and on the group. Post on the group, engage with the group. Thanks, well done, Mark. Mark's doing well. Well done on that. Well done, guys. I think we need to introduce that officially. Introduce that. What was it? Engagement of the week. I think we've got to officially do. We will post about it. Well done, Mark. Well done, everybody. What we'll do is we're going to officially announce that. But thanks a lot, and I'll catch you guys on Wednesday next week. So remember, next week is the last one for a while, and then we'll take a break and we'll come back.
Great stuff.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Victor. Thank